we just got a new secret lair spoiled, and I have a question for you. Are you ready, kids?
Aye, aye, Captain!
Sorry, but that's right, SpongeBob. I think we knew this one was coming, but they finally released it, and we're getting not one, not two, but 3 secret lairs, and they're all SpongeBob themed, and you know, it's every bit as cringe and awesome as you'd expect. Show's 25 years old. I've been watching it since, well, I stopped watching it, but I watched it when it came out. I love the show. I think these lairs look great. If you hate them, I think that's super fair. If you thought secret lairs were going in a more gritty, more grim, more in Magic Universe theme, well, Hasbro is here to say,
how many times do we have to teach you this lesson, old man?
yep, that's right. We're just getting goofier and goofier. If you don't like that, I think that's a super fair base take. It's memes. I love it, and we're gonna talk about it. We're starting off with the first one, Legends of Bikini Bottom. Starting off with the sponge himself, Spongebob SquarePants, being reskinned here as Jonah the Unifier. It's a $2 card. $3.50 in foil. Last seen it 2.5 years ago. Seen 4 reprints, and it's ranked 2737 on EDH Rec. I think some people were a little disappointed we didn't get mechanically unique cards, but you know, for those that aren't super thrilled about having a SpongeBob lair, I think this is a good middle ground since you don't actually have to snag any of these since there's nothing new here. But for those that do love SpongeBob, you get to play all the fun characters and your Marvel characters and your Fortnite characters and your Godzilla characters and Walking Dead characters. All the characters getting all under one SpongeBob roof. Very exciting. Moving on, we've got Barktooth Warbeard as Patrick Star. I've literally never heard of this card. We last saw a reprint 30 years ago, and it's $3. We haven't seen a reprint ever. This is a Legends card, ranked 25,800. This is last. This is basically ranked last. I don't know why they picked this card. It is ridiculous. Some people are gonna make this work, and all the power to you. I wish Patrick was more playable. I guess this is part of the meme, and we just have to enjoy it, or, well, it's not up to us. Moving on, we've got Gary the Snail, or Toxrill the Corrosive. This card is carrying the entire lair at $17 in the non-foil and $20 in the foil. Seen 4 reprints, last saw it about 3 years ago, ranked 2080 on EDH Rec. Gary, much like every interaction he has on the show, carries the episode, and here he is carrying the lair, so yeah, great to see him. After that, we've got Grazilax Illithid Scholar, or Squidward Sarcastic Snob. It's a solid dollar card, seen 5 reprints, last saw it almost 3 years ago, ranked 1512 on EDH Rec. Card I enjoy playing, and this is a super fun reskin for him. Solid fluff text here, I'm sure many of you will find it relatable. Next, we've got Skrelv Defector Might, reskin here as Plankton Tiny Tyrant. It's a $2 card, seen 4 reprints, last saw it 2 years ago, ranked 935 as its budget at home giver of runes. And I think the art, I think they did a solid job here. It definitely looks like Plankton, and the poses are pretty dynamic, so, you know, it's not just kind of standing around like some of the Doctor Who stuff was, which was a little disappointing. So having some, you know, dynamic poses is fun, and it's a fun character, so yeah, cool to see. Up next is Toski, Bearer of Secrets, reskinned as Sandy Cheeks, Martial Astronaut. It's a $3 card, seen 6 reprints, last saw it 7 months ago, and it's ranked 355 on EDH Rec. So this is a super playable card. I actually quite love the art here. This is Sandy Cheeks in a nutshell, and Toski is a great staple in EDH, so this will see a lot of play, I think. And finally, rounding out the lair at 7 cards is Charix, the Raging Isle, or Mr. Krabs, Penny Pincher. Bulk garbage card, 40 cents. Seen 4 reprints, last saw it 4.5 years ago, ranked 3219 on EDH Rec. I wish there were better crabs to do as a legendary, but I guess there aren't that many. So, unfortunately, this is what we got, but people still like playing them. 3,200 is not a bad rank at all, so yeah, the card sees plenty of play, and I think people will be thrilled to run this as their commander. We're off to a good start. We've got 7 cards in it, which is huge. Usually we get 5 or sometimes even 4, so seeing 7 cards is really nice. I love seeing a bunch of cards in here. Unfortunately, the value isn't really there. We're at $28.29, so just barely scraping out that non-foil price. We're almost there, not quite close, but you do get 7 cards, which is really great. The foils are barely any better. You're looking at $30, and you know, for $39.99, these are the confirmed prices, at least according to the Collider article. It's not the worst layer. You do get a bunch of cards, which is really nice, and they're all pretty playable. but let's look at the ratings. Financial rating is a 3 for the foil. We're just a little far away there, 30 to 39 bucks there. 4 in playability. They're all really playable, which is great. And I gave it a 3 in art. I think the art looks great. I think it looks Bikini Bottom, but there's only so much you can do to elevate SpongeBob when it comes to the world of art. I think they did a great job, but I think it just gets a 3. I'm gonna lose my mind later on when it comes to the art rating. So at least I will be conservative and objective here and give this a 3. Non-foil, we see the financial come up to a 4 as that gap does close in terms of value. Everything else remains the same. So, looking at the first layer, looking at the totals, we've got a 4.2 for the foil and a 4.5 for the non-foil. We've got an outside IP boost of a half a point, and we've also got more than 5 cards, so that's another half point. So that applies to both the non-foil and the foil, giving this a nice boost to those pretty decently high scores. Personally, I really like this layer. A huge SpongeBob buff. The wife is too, so we're really excited about these cards. I think they look goofy as hell, but that's okay, because that's what I like. Moving on to probably the most controversial of the layer includes here. The second of 3 is called Internet Sensation, because they didn't want to write meme on it. It's just a bunch of memes. It's only memes, just memes for days. It's pretty impressive that SpongeBob can have so many memes in the cultural zeitgeist. The show has been around for ages. This is what you would see on Etsy or as jokes on Reddit. But here we have them as honest to God Wizards of the Coast product. Let's get into them. First up is Force of Despair. It's a $2 card, $17 in the foil. We've only gotten one reprinting of this, and it's like a promo card for tournament play. So no real actual reprints for this. That's why that foil is a little scarce. Last saw it 4 months ago. That's that promo I was talking about. Ranked 29.20 on EDH Rec. Do you need me to explain the memes? Look, you've seen these memes. You've seen the memes. I'm not going to go over the memes. They're really good, though. Next up, we have the best card in the entire layer. It's Counterspell. And oh my god, I want this so bad. I'm going to be so insufferable when I cast this card. Just hated for miles around, but I'm getting one. I'm so excited. It's so funny. It's so stupid. I love it so much. Anyways, $1 in the non-foil. It's $1.50 in the foil. Seen 65 reprints. I did it for the lightning bolt, and I'm just going to do it from now on because I think it's a useful stat to have. So if there are secret layer reprints that we've had of the card already, I'm going to list them because why not? You know, I think it's a little helpful information. We've had 4 other counterspells that have been featured in Secret Layers, so that's a number you know now. Last saw it a month ago, and it's ranked 19 on EDH Rec. So super playable. I'm going to play it. I'm going to suck. I understand. You can hate me. That's fair. Next up is Night's Whisper. It's a $1 card, $1.30 in the foil. Seen 12 reprints, one of those being a Secret Layer. Last saw it 4 months ago, ranked 230 on EDH Rec. I'm not sure why you guys play this card so much in EDH, but yeah, you do, so that's fine. Yeah, and it's a fun Squidward meme, so hooray for that. After that, we've got Days and one of the funnier meme arts. I quite enjoy this one. It's $1.50 or $20 in the foil, the scarcity foil. You know how it goes. Seen 7 reprints. Last saw it 7 months ago. Ranked 45.54 on EDH Rec. Finally, for real Magic cards, we have Inevitable Betrayal. This is hilarious looking to me. It's super smug. I actually can't wait. I typically don't run this card, but I think I might just because of this art. It's a bulk card, 50 cents foil, non-foil. Seen 3 reprints. Last saw it almost 4 years ago. Ranked 24.91 on EDH Rec. We have one final card up. I'm not quite sure what layer it actually goes in, but seeing as the other layer has 7 cards and the other layer is land, spoiler alert, I'm just going to put it in this one as it makes the most sense. And so our 6th quote-unquote card for this layer is a food token. And honestly, it's my least favorite thing that they've done here because they didn't put Krabby Patty literally anywhere on it. It just says food. It's not reskinned as Krabby Patty. There's no fluff text that says Krabby Patty. I think that's a huge miss. I know we all know what it is, but they should have put it on the card, and I'm pretty grouchy about it. Anyways, layer stats. We've got $6 worth of cards here. It's pretty pathetic. In terms of value, this is horrible. The foils prices with 2 scarcity foils, we just barely break even. So, yeah, this is horrible in terms of value. Yeah, definitely, if you're looking to buy this because you're like, ooh, I don't have these cards, I better, get this one instead of everything else. That's not the way to do it. You're only buying this stuff if you like SpongeBob. Gone are the days it's like, oh, I'm going to suffer the Transformer layer because I just don't own Blightsteel. This one you definitely do not need to suffer. If you hate SpongeBob, there's nothing in here for you. You don't have to worry. None of these cards are worth any money. Looking at the foil rating, I know it's a 5 in the financial. Scarcity foils, ignore that. Just ignore it. 4 for playable. Cards are super playable. That's really nice, especially the counterspell, and I'm going to be a huge jerk when I cast it, so looking forward to that. Art I gave a 5 because my brain is as smooth as Patrick Starr's rock. I just like memes. I'm stupid. I'm old. Dad jokes get me rolling. I don't know what to tell you. I think this is S-tier garbage, though. Oh my god, do I love it. Being able to cast and make stupid faces at my pod while they groan for the 13th time in utter agony as I make another just gratingly bad joke as I cast Counterspell. I'm looking forward to doing that over and over and over again. I love it. I'm giving the art a 5. I know I'm wrong. I don't care. Moving to the non-foil rating, it gets a 1 for financial because, yeah, it's garbage cards here. We're garbage cards and garbage time. Everything else stayed the same. So looking at the totals for internet sensations, we've got a 4.6 total for the foil and a 3.8 for the non-foil. While we have the outside IP, it is getting balanced out for the foils because there's a half point off for scarcity foils there, but just understand that my stupid art score is boosting this way higher than it probably needs to be. I still stand by the rating. I think a lot of people are into the meme and will purchase it because of that, but point being, just understand, layers are more than just, subjective. Ooh, is it super playable? Ooh, is it financial? Like, it being dumb and stupid art is also a part of it. I love it. I think a lot of other people do, so that's why I'm giving it a 5 because I just think it's hilarious that they decided to do this. Final layer, we're not going to waste too much time on it. It's lands. We have a land pack and a classic land pack, which means that it's one of each. This has been controversial. They've tried to do different types of land packs with the Chaos Vault. Everyone uses lands in a different way, so it's kind of impossible to give lands to people in a way that makes WotC a ton of money, that also makes us happy, which I think is the biggest issue there, is that they still want to make a ton of money, and we don't want them to make a ton of money off basics. I gave the art a 3 because everything else here is a 1 because this is land pack. I think the art actually goes, if you like Bikini Bottom, if you like SpongeBob stuff, I think these lands actually look really nice. I think the mountain actually goes pretty hard, which is cool. I think I'm going to buy 2 of these. I think I'm going to buy 2 of these just so I can be super annoying and dumb when I play in RCQs and people have to look at my stupid SpongeBob lands. I am the problem. I fully acknowledge that when it comes to this layer, I am absolute the problem. I'm sorry, everyone that wanted better out of Magic, but they have to cater to the lowest common denominator, and it's me buying SpongeBob layers. I get it. I know. I'm taking the L on this one, boys. Sorry, but I really like these a lot. I've actually hit rock bottom, which is the swamp. The swamp is rock bottom. Yeah, I really like these. Sorry. So final layer here, it gets a 2.2 because it gets a little boost for being outside IP. But yeah, it's crap. It's total crap, and I'm buying it, and I love it. And if you love it, I think that's awesome. I think a bunch of people, most people that I've seen online have had the following sentiment.
I'm ready.
And if you don't share that, I think that's more than valid. I think you're the better person for not liking it, and as long as you're not being a jerk about it, you're allowed to not like this, and that's super fair. I think you're the correct take. I know that I suck when it comes to buying this, but I'm so excited. SpongeBob was a huge part of my childhood, and I still watched it in college and stuff. This stuff is so funny to me, and the fact that I get to play dumb meme cards in like legitimate tournaments, it just makes me cackle. So I love this layer. I hope you guys do too. Just in honor of all this stuff happening, I think the outro song is gonna be a little different, and we're gonna go with something like this. So I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye. No. We don't get to play the cool song. No. The true SpongeBob fans, we're getting this song. This is the one that we're playing out to. See you guys next time.
Oh, I'm a goofy goober, yeah.